So, here's a side hustle I never thought I would try: creating online courses. Seriously, if you had asked me a few years ago who creates Udemy courses, I would have said something like professors, industry experts, people with 20 years of experience, people with fancy certificates hanging on the wall. Definitely not me. And yet, one afternoon I recorded a course in about 4 hours. 6 months later, that course made me over $300. And the weirdest part, I haven't touched it since. If you have been following my side hustle experiments, you probably know that my most profitable side hustle is AI generated 3D models for 3D printing. I have spent years testing different AI tools, generating models, printing prototypes, fixing mistakes, and figuring out what actually works. After doing that for long enough, something started happening. People kept asking questions. How do you make these models? What software do you use? Can AI really create printable files? Can you actually make money from it? At first, I just answered people individually. Then I answered the same questions again and again. And eventually, I thought maybe I should just make a course. Now, here's the funny part. I did not spend months creating it. I didn't rent a studio. I didn't rent an editor. I didn't buy expensive equipment. I literally sat down, recorded the lessons, edited everything together, uploaded it to Udemy, and moved on with my life. Total time invested around 4 hours. That's it. Honestly, I'll probably spend more time deciding what takeaway food to order on a Friday evening. And then I published it, and nothing happened for a while, which by the way is pretty normal. Most side hustles don't explode overnight. Websites don't, YouTube channels don't, courses usually don't either. But eventually sales started appearing. Not every day, not every week, just occasionally, little by little. Fast forward 6 months, the courses generated me over $310. Now let's be realistic. Nobody's retiring from $300, but when you think about the numbers, it's actually pretty interesting. 4 hours of work, one upload, and 6 months later, it's still generating income. That's very different from trading time for money. I think the biggest lesson from this experiment surprised me. Most people underestimate what they know, seriously. What feels obvious to you might be completely new to somebody else. For me, AI generated 3D models became normal. I've been doing it for years. But for someone just starting out, it's a completely different world. Sometimes we assume we need to be the best in the world before teaching something. I don't think that's true anymore. You just need to know enough to help someone who is a few steps behind you. The first course performed well enough that I decided to keep experimenting. So, during the last month, I launched 3 more courses: one about AI app creation, one about building a WordPress website with AI, and another more advanced AI 3D printing course. Current revenue from those? Zero. A beautiful, perfectly round zero. No enrollments, no sales, nothing. At least not yet. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I've been running side hustle experiments long enough to know that 1 month means almost nothing. Sometimes a project looks completely dead for months before suddenly doing something interesting. So, will these new courses work? I generally don't know. And what makes it an experiment? One course, 4 hours of work, over $300 earned so far, 3 new courses recently launched, zero enrollments for now. We will see what the next 6 months bring. As always, I keep tracking the numbers and sharing the results because sometimes the most interesting side hustles are the ones you never expected to try in the first place. See you in the next experiment.